Alrighty, hello everybody, the Softest boy is here. I'm currently in VR right now with all of my stuff on and for you to see. For the sheer purpose of someone actually asked me to do a video on OVR toolkit, because apparently not a lot of people know how this works, or at least how to get it working in different ways and such as that. See, I'm not in full body or anything, I'm actually sitting down so I can do this a little easier, and I could show you. Now, the main thing you want to do, especially if you're on a Vive, is the grips. That is how you activate and deactivate. It's a double tap of the grips. Turns it on and off. Let's see here. This is the actual window that pops up whenever you start it up in Steam. It'll be right here. The best thing to do if you don't automatically run it whenever you start up Steam, because that is an actual option. If you want to figure that out, I'll show you in a minute. But if you want to start up, you just go into Steam, hit launch while your Steam VR is on. And if it's not on, it will kick on whenever you start up OVR Toolkit, because that's the only way OVR Toolkit will work. And if a headset is not registered, it will also just pop up as a red X on the thing saying that a could not find the headset. But in order to make it automatically come up like it does for me, as well as FPS VR, which is a wonderful little tool to have, go over here, you go to your settings. Let's see, startup and shutdown. Choose startup overlay apps. As you can see, you have VR input emulator, advanced settings, and VR toolkit. All this turns on whenever I start up Steam VR. And you can turn them on and off at any time if you don't want, like say if I didn't want, FPS VR to start up or something like that. I'd have to restart Steam VR to take that effect. But now time to the all nitty gritty. Whenever you first start up OVR Toolkit, this will pop up on the left controller, whichever one is on your left hand. It will give you this basic thing. This right here is for any music. For instance, if you're on Spotify, it'll say Spotify and stuff like that. If you're just using YouTube, it won't say much. If you're using your actual computer's music, it'll actually say the name of the title and album and such. Displays you the time, how long it's been since you've started Steam VR, and obviously the date, and it shows all of the things that are connected. So if you have a full body like I do, it displays each and every one of their battery lives, which mainly I just keep an eye on the controllers because I have battery packs on them. Current CPU, GPU, such as that. This isn't 100% accurate. FPS VR is a lot more accurate, but it's definitely there in case, you don't have this, because this is an actual paid app, even though it's like $2-3. And once you start it up, you'll be given this. Usually it's just attached to your hand by default. It'll give you a single window of your entire desktop. Now you can delete this and select specific windows, and if you have multiple monitors, it's actually a lot easier to use. Now, let's see. Down here we have the home, window list, window settings, the global settings, and the keyboard, because you can actually have a keyboard in this, which is how people are able to message and stuff while in VR. And this is a customizable keyboard at that. Like, this is my customization of it. Only way to move it is to go on this little red circle with the little cursor. This is the blue dot that you're seeing. You can actually drag it around. Drag it around, bring it up, bring it down, stuff like that. You can do the same thing with the windows. For instance, if I was to, X out of that. If I wanted a new window, you hit this little button right here. And it pops up a brand new window for you to pop up. You can put it in front of your face, and it will have a natural curve to it. You can turn that on and off in the settings. But no matter where I look, it will stay in that spot, unless otherwise specified. Because each one of these windows can be modified separately. So like say if I had a YouTube video I was listening to and I wanted to edit it while I was walking around, I could do like this, you know, have it turn off and it would be away. And whenever I needed it, I would just turn it back on, right there. Now keep in mind, this stays in that position in the play space. So if you're moving your headset around and stuff like that, and you look over, and all of a sudden it's over here, that means that's that spot in your play space. And if you use something like play space mover, that moves with it. So it's something to keep in mind whenever you're using it and such as that. And if you ever wanted to delete one, you can either select it, it'll show which one is selected by the yellow bar. You can hit the X, it deletes it. You can hit the lock, and it will lock it in place, and you won't be able to edit the settings. You can make them larger, you can make them smaller. You can swap out the current window that is currently on. For instance, if I wanted this to do like just Steam, ta-da, it's only Steam right now. Then I could do display 1, which is my actual screen. And then there's the Windows settings. Windows settings are super handy little things that are highly customizable. You can keep it visible to where even when I close everything out, it still stays there. You can recenter it. You can block any cursor input. Like if you're watching a video or something and listening to music and you just want to check on it, you could, or for instance, say Twitch chat. If you just want to look at Twitch chat without, actually having to type or anything, you can block the cursor input on it. So you can just, read it from there. You can choose the occupancy. You can make it to where it's almost see-through. The curve, which will allow you to curve the screen however much you want. Yeah, when it's not attached to anything, it's when you're able to curve it. Let me adjust that back. Choose the custom frame rate. Eco mode is always advised, but there is a best effort option, which basically puts the maximum amount of effort into displaying whatever you have displayed. Visibility, you can hide when not looking at it. So you can make it to where, like say, if I put it down here, you're not actually looking at it, it goes away. It's really good for, again, Twitch chat, because if you have it on your arm or something like that, because you can have these windows on your sides, on the arm, you can even on the back of the controller. You can have it anywhere, and you could have it set like this, so that way it's not just a constant, like it's there. See, just like that. Or you can have it when you hide through a past distance, like say if it's way over there on your play space, but you're over here and you don't want to, see it when you're over there. You can customize it right there. And the track device is simply what device it's actually attached to. For instance, I could set this to my headset and it'll stay right where I'm looking, which is really nice for certain things. For instance, this right here, which is the window list. The window list allows you to go to each and every one of the windows that you currently have open, as far as OVR's little window screens. You can hit bring to me, and it will put it right in the center or right where your left controller is. There are presets, which allow you to basically make a set of windows that you like, and then you can assign it to a preset. So that way, say you jump from streaming to a normal game and you use 2 different window sets for that, like I do, then you can just set them to presets and such. And other than that, there's the home page, which is all this. This is a mini Twitch window, and it allows you to sign into your Twitch using your username, or at least your Twitch chat. And it allows you to go in pretty much viewer-only mode. I don't normally use it. It does work, but I personally do not use it. And if you ever wanted to just hide the menu itself, you can always hit this little arrow. So you minimize UI, press the up arrow, and a little up arrow will appear right here. And you just click that, and it pops it back up again. And there are shortcuts that are built into the system as well. For instance, on the keyboard, there's the natural buttons of Control-C, Control-V, Control-A. For instance, if you wanted to Alt-Tab, you can actually hit Alt and then Tab. So it's very handy. You can type and stuff like that on it. It's very nice, very handy. And this itself, you can actually enlarge or shrink as much as you need to. You can pin it in place so it doesn't go anywhere. You can lock the settings for it so that way you can't move it at all. It's a very handy little tool, and I highly advise anybody that's going to use it. And if you need any more tutorials on what exactly things do as far as some of the stuff I use, or just general things about any particular game that you want to see me try out, or particular software that you want me to look into, I can definitely try to. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Try and stay soft, guys.